loves, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, my name is Rozitta and this is the place where we embody truth. Today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a repost from my previous YouTube channel. I used to have a segment called the BFA Show, meaning Beauty for Ashes, where I used to host guests, and in that particular video I hosted a guest called Malela. He is an author and we were talking on depression, matters of depression, how to get over it, and he was sharing his story. So I want to share that with you on this new channel because I know it's going to help you all over again. Thank you so much and stay tuned. Hello, welcome and welcome back to my channel. In case you're new here, my name is Rozitta. In today's video, I'm introducing a new segment called the BFA Show. Woo! To begin the show, I have a guest. And his name is...
Malela.
His name is Jephthah Malela, and as you proceed, you're going to know. Jephthah, please introduce yourself to the person watching.
Hi, how are you? My name is Jephthah Malela. I am a poet and a writer.
Say author. This
I
guy
was
is
going
an
to that.
author. Okay.
I am an author, the writer of a poetry collection called Pieces of My African Soul. Yes, published to Amazon. So I'm a student at Kenyatta University in my final year, studying theater arts and film technology. I am a born-again Christian. I love Jesus Christ. I am a human rights campaigner, and I'm a filmmaker. And I am the son of a mom and a dad.
It's important.
Yeah, it's important. And two lovely sisters and a brother. And I'm so happy to be here today.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
I'm in the presence of greatness. Yeah, just so you know. So I invited Jephthah Malela over here so that he can talk to us about something that many people are struggling with. And I called him because he is a victor in that area. And we are going to be talking about depression. So Jephthah, tell us,
yes,
how has your journey been in depression? When did it begin?
So the starting point,
Yeah.
I don't have it exactly because it was sort of a long journey. But I can say I realized, or people realized, that's in late January, June to July last year.
Okay.
Yeah, so there'd been, actually when you get depressed, you never actually realize that,
you can't know.
You can't
It's
know.
not like you're sick.
Yeah, because it begins with worry and anxiety, and it builds up. So you think every day, these days I'm tired. These days I don't like going places or doing things I love. So I can say that July towards August was the peak of it.
Okay.
And there were various reasons for me to get there. But
like the causes of
the causes of it. But I can say, to put it in a nutshell, is that running with a lot of pressure that is put on us, or let me say me, as a young person.
Yeah.
You have to be this at this age, you have to achieve this, and you have to do this.
Bring your girlfriend home.
That is a prophecy. I hold it. I capture it. Yeah. So for me, the major cause of my depression was feeling that I had disappointed people in my life, key people in my life, and that I had not met the expectations that were placed on me. So in school, things were not going so good.
Yeah.
And there, my parents, my siblings, though it's not like they told me, you go and get this and this, but like they tell you that we believe in you.
Yeah.
We know you did well in high school.
So you're going to
and you're a bright guy, and then you get to campus, and second year you make mistakes, and your academics get bad, and then your career, you don't see the future of it, and everything is just not working out. And then I think that's when I was going to third year, that's when my parents actually came and talked to me about my academics, and they're like, what happened,
Yeah.
And then it hit me. I had not met the expectations.
Yeah.
So here I am trying other bits of my life, and nothing is working out.
Yeah.
So at first it didn't occur to me actually towards the whole of 2017, which was a bad year in other fields.
Yeah.
Things were not so good at home. So 2017 was hard. I survived. In December, I went through a very bad heartbreak. Yes. I went through a bad heartache, which added to now my problems. So we broke up with my girlfriend and like got into 2018.
Yeah.
When I was so bad, but I survived it. And then that's in July now. Then reality hits you. You're going to fourth year. You're going to finish school.
Yeah.
You have messed up a lot of things. Your life doesn't have a direction.
Yeah.
Then now you start stopping doing things. You realize, like, I'm a person who likes being around people.
Yeah.
I don't like that any longer. I don't like writing poetry is a good outlet for me. I stopped writing poetry. I stopped writing in general and performing. I stopped, even my relationship with God gets affected.
Yeah.
Prayer, it's just like next time. And then going to church is just a burden to me.
So basically your life became
a go slow. Yeah. So like, let me just say, I'm tired. Let me just sit back. And everyone is telling you, why are you changing?
Something is
Yeah.
wrong.
Siku hizi hujafurahi, nini mbaya? They're like, no, I'm okay. I just want to rest.
Yeah.
You people stop pressuring me. Like, that attitude.
Yeah.
So then you don't realize that it's getting bad. And then now insomnia and other things. Now at night I get into watching. I don't feel sleep. It's not like even if I stop watching I will sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so insomnia gets there and I'm just like that. I don't feel like sleeping. I'm fatigued. Like it's very clear I'm fatigued. I'm like, I'm okay. Yeah.
But you can't sleep.
Yeah, dieting, it actually affects when you're diet. I don't eat. I eat like pathetically.
Yeah.
So I spoke to a friend who had been through depression. But actually when I was talking to her, it wasn't even about depression. And she's like, how is your life? What's going on?
Was she the one who told you that you're depressed?
Yes, so she's actually the one who led me to go and get help.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she spoke to me and we got talking, and then she told me, you are depressed. And like, what are you talking about? Yeah, like, no, depression is not for people like me.
Yeah,
it's why I can't. It's just normal stress. They get hotter. Yeah. Yeah, so she refers me to Sitam Valley Road. They have a counseling unit.
Yeah.
So I linger her for the longest time, but she insists.
Because you didn't want to go for the help.
Yeah, just taking, because you're also in this position where you don't like going out.
Yeah.
So imagine getting to town, alafu kuchukua gari za Valley Road tena from town. It just looks like a miles away. So like then she insisted, she even called in for me. So she's like, I've called them for them, you should go and see them on Monday. So I wake up one Monday, trading and say, I enjoy trips to town, so let me just try and enjoy this one. And then get there. I get to the bus station for Valley Road vehicles, and I'm like, should I go? Should I not?
You're still debating.
Yeah. And then I reach Valley Road.
Yeah.
First time ever to go to Valley Road.
Oh, it was your first time?
You don't have to put it out there. Come on.
Nobody has heard that.
I hope you did hear that. Yeah, so I get to the gate, I'm like, are we doing this? The anxiety of going to a big place, and it's a big chance. Like, where will I begin?
Yeah.
Let me just go home and next time.
You go back. There's a next time.
Yeah, so I go and say, maybe I need help. Yeah, I need to talk to someone. So I go in there.
And to get help, you have to admit you need help.
Yeah, it's a very big thing to do.
To admit it.
Yeah, admitting is hard.
Yeah.
So I get there, they'd gone for lunch. And waiting is dangerous because it's a very huge space for me to change my mind.
Anything can happen. You can go back home.
Come back soon before I leave. Myself will tell me to go. Please come back. Yeah, so I stay there. Luckily, I think it was just God who wanted me to stay there. Because I go and check around, I find people praying, and I feel this homely place of finding just a solace. And then I say, let me stay back and see how it goes.
Yeah.
So then I'm introduced to a counselor, and that's how my journey towards recovery began. And the CITAM is good because they offer professional help in counseling and spiritual help.
Okay.
And I realized those two cannot be separated.
Yeah, they can.
You can get professional help, but if you want ultimate help,
You have to
it's
get
from
the spiritual.
God. Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I found a counselor. We worked with her. I used to go twice a week, and then it reduced to once a week. Actually, it's not long sessions, around 4 weeks at most. So that's when I started digging out things that had been really disturbing me and in my heart. And I started realizing that we make mistakes, but if you deliberately work it out, you can rebuild relationships, you can get your life together. You can start all over again. Starting all over is scary because going back to where you were, but it's workable as long as we breathe.
Sure.
So that's basically the journey. So towards August until when 2018 was getting over, I was towards the journey of recovery, and it was really nice rebuilding connections. I even lost friends. Like, no, I'm not looking for them. I'm tired.
Tired.
Yeah, I'm tired. You know.
Papa, I'm tired.
Papa, I'm tired. I'm dropping it.
Like it's hard.
I'm tired now. So I think that's in a nutshell how it was for me.
Okay, that's an interesting story. So do you think you're in a position where you can help someone out, someone who's depressed? Can you be able to work with someone? Yeah,
I can, especially what I have done, because I share my story a lot, especially on WhatsApp, because that's more personalized for me, and you can actually help someone. You know, Facebook is too large.
Facebook is too large.
So there are a few people who have stories. People have stories down there. But they just don't have avenues to let it out.
To channel it out.
So I started something, though it was not consistent as this channel. It was called Confessions Thursday.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it was just about putting out real stories about me to people and getting them to start conversations. So I get people with, this has happened to me and it's bad, and if it's bad, I refer them to CITAM. If it's something I can talk to them about, I talk to them about.
Nice.
So I have tried in my space, and I'm still creating awareness. Even in my book, I have pieces that talk about depression.
Yeah, I've seen the number 12.
Yes, the number. I have a fan. People.
I'm good like that.
Mama, I made it. Rose is my fan. She knows the number of points. Mama, I made it. I think I help up to where I can. If it needs someone. And also pray. I pray for those who need the prayer, because prayer works a lot. So I also pray with people. So I've tried my best.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you think that you're being in a position to help people out is in reference to what the Bible says, that all things work together for good?
I think it is exactly in reference to it. And the prayer of the righteous availeth much. And it's true, actually, because I look at it, that verse, I look at it from the perspective of, which verse is it again?
It's Romans 8.
I think so. So if we all come together to help those, because in this life journey we're not perfect. You might be Christians, but we still have a yoke to carry. Even if we've taken up the yoke of Christ, there's still bad things that happen. The things we deal with, because we're still human. So I think if we work together to find out people's stories and to pray with them and to just be concerned deeply and to love people, it can really do things that are beyond. Like, God can intervene in mighty ways.
So what can you tell someone who is watching and they're depressed, probably on the verge of committing suicide?
One is that God, when He created you, He placed an intrinsic value, like a value that no one can replace.
True.
Like, He placed it in you. That is the first thing. So if you feel worthless, that is you feeling that. But to God, He looks down and says, I put a value in your life. So that is the first thing anyone in the world should know. Like, no one should carry you worthless. God placed a value in you. And if you're going through a hard time, if you're contemplating suicide, God is a God of endless chances. But it takes you to acknowledge that and to seek Him. So there's a second chance for you out there. I survived, you can. Maybe yours is worse than what I went through, but mine is proof that you can actually overcome, fight through it, because you are a fighter, you just don't know it yet. You can overcome.
True.
And I love you, and I'm praying for you wherever you are.
Amen.
Amen.
And thank you so much for sharing your journey, because I know we go through things and God uses them to help people out. And I think to me that is what I call beauty for ashes. And that explains why I have this show, the BFA Show. Thank you so much, Malela.
You're very welcome.
I really appreciate you for that. So let's talk about your book. Others in the house. Woo!
Yeah.
So talk about your book. When did you begin to write this book?
So this is the book. It's called Pieces of My African Soul. It was published on 16th of February 2019 through Amazon. So this book, its journey is a long story. But let me say it's taken it's almost 12 years, because I wanted to start writing. I wanted to start writing at class 6, 7.
Wow.
Yeah, that was just a little boy with a dream. So yeah, I've been I won't call myself a good writer. I have been writing since
You've been humble. I see.
Yeah, so I go into high school. In Form 2, I deliberately go to the internet to look for a publisher. So I find these publishers who are based in the US, but they are scammers. We didn't know. So it took my cousin who is in the US, to find out they were scammers. But we overcame that. So the dream of writing a book started in high school. The actual now taking the manuscript and putting it into a book.
Awesome.
But high school has a lot of things, and balancing life and finding your way. It just still looked like a young boy just talking. So I don't think people saw it as heavy as it was in my heart. You had classmates who say, "Oh, you're still writing your book."
Like teasing you.
Yeah, teasing you. You're writing. You're like, yeah, I'm writing. One day you'll see my book.
Where are those people? Where are they? They didn't see this book.
So high school, I started writing more poetry in high school. So I wrote through high school, and especially because my social life was not so great in high school, I used to use poetry as a good outlet. And then after Form 4, figuring out which course you're going to take, joining university, and I took it serious now, very serious. So I found a platform. So in 2014 when I joined Kenyatta University, that's when I started performing and writing more. Then in 2015 I opened my blog for free on WordPress.
Malela's World.
No, Malela's World actually came later. It was malelapoet.wordpress.com. So in 2015 I started blogging. So I blogged for almost 4 years till. So I kept consistently really helped me. So people's experiences, my own experiences, just writing stories, telling them through poetry, and up to that is in the late last year, in 2018. That's when I opened my website.
This one now.
Yes, malelasworld.com. Yes. And then I said, I think I've gathered enough to put it into a book. And then I started looking for publishers. And I'm like, will I find someone who will help me really publish my book? And then I find a friend who tells me, have you tried Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing? I'm like, no. Go and check it out. So I'm like, you go skeptically because you're like, who can... They're Amazon, they're big.
They'll be like, who's this small guy?
Who are you?
Who do you think you are?
You're not Chinua Achebe. So I find they are so good, and I submit my manuscript, and I go through the whole process of publishing, and boom! I'm told my book is out. I'm like, are you guys not serious? No.
You can't be
Is it
serious.
this just how there's another
It's like
Zambia? It's
like
a dream come true. So that's how I ended up. After the whole journey, I ended up putting my thoughts into a book.
This is amazing.
God, yes.
This is a huge blessing. And let me ask.
Yes.
what are the challenges you've had to deal with in pursuing your dream? Because I know this was a dream for you.
Yes. Discouragement
From people.
And conflict of interest, especially maybe with parents and family, because they want the best for you, but sometimes it looks like you're concentrating on one side and forgetting the other. So that has been also a challenge. And sometimes writer's block. You go for months without writing.
You don't have nothing.
My poetry is done. I will never do this again. So that's among the challenges.
Okay.
But there are things that can be worked out. Yes.
Okay. So there's someone watching you right now and they have a dream. What can you tell them they need to do for them to achieve their dream and to fulfill their dream? What can you tell that person?
When you open my book on the first page,
let me read. It says, this is what it says: dreams are beautiful because of the freedom they offer. So dream, Malela. Continue.
As she's ready, we are allowed to dream in the hugest of ways, wildest of ways. But it doesn't end there. It takes you to wake up or sleep late or go for those events and be sent away or submit your manuscript and be told you are not good enough. Or just try these things that will tell you you're not good enough. But it's consistency, it's hard work, it's prayer, it's God.
And it takes God.
It takes God to do this. I don't think I could have done it.
Without God.
My inspiration, I think it's God. So it takes all these things and just be consistent. Don't be that one who does something and takes months or years and then comes back. Just try as hard. As much as sometimes it gets hard, just try to be consistent and work hard. Never stop working. Yes.
Awesome. Wow. I feel like I should start living my life again. Thank you so much for that inspiring talk. And I believe there's someone who has watched you and they're like, this has really helped me. And also feel inspired. Like, people do go through things and the fact that you overcame yours really encourages me. Like, I can also overcome anything that comes my way.
Yes, you can.
And in all these things, we are more than conquerors. Amen.
In Christ.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
So if you want to know more about Malela, subscribe on his YouTube channel.
We are not going to say like down there.
We should say that.
I've always wanted to say
I am going to put
the link down there, like the ones passing there.
I'll put up his link. Let me go up. Let's go up. I'll put the link up.
Up there.
Also on Facebook, his name is Author Jefta Malela. And on Instagram, the same name, right?
At Malela underscore.
At Malela
underscore poet.
At Malela underscore poet. Make sure you follow him and I hope you enjoyed this show. If you have any questions for him, make sure you comment down below.
Like the ones passing. Oh, it's not passing.
Just
comment down there.
You know, this guy is used to be on TV and on TV things pass. So okay. So make sure you comment down below and make sure you also give us a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends and also please subscribe to his channel and to my channel and let's keep growing together. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Rozitta and this is the BFA Show, Beauty for Ashes. Bye.
Bye. And the cake. Bye.